What is going on, guys? We are back for another episode of Uncomplicated Podcast. It is your host, Jules, and...
Lily.
Lily.
No.
We have to explain that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we are back for more Uncomplicated Podcast. Thank you, Starkey. What can you say? Action?
More action, I guess.
More action. Yeah, we've taken a break. I think it's not because Lily didn't want to do it. I think it was more just there's a lot going on.
Yeah, and just trying to figure out what I wanted this podcast to be. We have an annoying dog that, of course, the moment he's been quiet for an hour now, and now the moment we stop paying attention to him, he is going into things he's not supposed to. All right. Yeah, so it's more just, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the podcast, where I wanted to go with it also. Like it's been busy and up, like a lot of stuff's been happening, which we'll catch you up on, but
yeah, I mean, I think, the direction of the podcast is because we initially started it as two personal trainers.
Yeah.
And, well, that's changed. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So we'll kind of start off with, like, the whole goal of this podcast episode is just to catch up. As you can see, the first thing is we're somewhere different.
We're in a new apartment. Yeah.
So there's a lot of things going on at the old apartment that, like, I was just uncomfortable with. First thing, like, bugs and just specifically the ones you don't want. And then there's a couple of things that, like, I was just, like, not gonna accept, and the landlord maybe just didn't care too much about it, which is whatever. But for me, I was like, no, this is too much. And we were having reactions, and my dog also. So, but yeah, so there was that. So then I was, like, in a rush to find a new place. Decided to. We looked at like 3 places, and this one was the one we wanted to go with the most. We didn't really try to find crazy amount. We didn't, like, wait to look at other places and all that. We just really it's like the first one that came kind of took.
Well, yeah. Well, the first 2 that we looked at, we were like, yeah, this would do, but, like, it just didn't wow us. Mm-hmm. And then we found this place and we liked it more, and it was less expensive, so we were like, okay, yeah, we're taking it. And it's in this super nice area. Also, I think it was like, well, first of all, it was brand new, so, like, nobody had lived here, so that was, like, a perk that for me meant a lot. And then where it is, it's just, like, an awesome place, so can't really complain. There's little things here and there, but I can't complain. Yeah, like, the biggest issue is parking, but but, like, that's to be expected. You're downtown.
And I think it's only for, like, the month of December that it's going to be really annoying. So that's the first big thing that kind of happened, was moving out to a new place that it's literally super close to where we were. So
and it's technically our first place together.
We bought, we're splitting everything. Which is exciting. But so that's a big thing. And then just the next big thing that happened was jobs, I think.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah. Something that I was, like, debating was trying to figure out, like, is personal training really for me, like, the one-on-one aspect? So I had decided to kind of find a new job, trying to look for a new job, and one came up. And it was still involving, like, fitness, like, personal training, but it was group fitness. It was kind of focusing on that. And then also I had the chance to do marketing as well, which is kind of what I think I'm into. Definitely more. I'm into it more because I've been doing it and it's just like a lot more fun and I'm loving it. I love the fitness aspect. I love the like PT aspect, helping people, but it was more of the marketing side, the like being a fitness buddy to people versus like a coach and telling them exactly what to do. I wanted it to be more like somebody's friend and teaching them.
Yeah.
What to do.
Yeah, I think for yourself, from what I understand, it's more like you want to help people live a healthy lifestyle, not necessarily do it for them.
Yeah.
You want motivated people that want to change their lives, and you want to be there to help them through that. And I think originally that was the idea for this podcast. It was like,
yeah,
you just wanted to kind of share your thoughts and wisdom out there so that perhaps there was going to be another person that listens to this and is like, you know what? I'm going to do it because I listened to Lily and I want to do it, and I want to participate in this healthier lifestyle.
Yeah. It's complicated because it's just not like the PT was really rewarding, and I know I was helping people, but the way I explain it, and I don't know if it's like a bad way of explaining it, but not all, but a lot of my clients were people that just like felt like they needed to be there and they didn't love exercise. So that means they wouldn't do the extra things outside of it.
Or even during, they wouldn't challenge themselves necessarily to...
And it was like my job to do that. And to me, like, it just didn't come naturally for me personally to like push them. I'd be like, okay, like if you don't want to work, you don't want to work. I don't know what to do. But as a PT, something that like is important is to be able to also push people. I find I personally, so it was just kind of a moment of like, I don't want to, it's just not for me. They're paying for a certain service and I don't think I'm giving the service that they originally paid for. And then, yeah, the group fitness was also fun. It was a little bit different. I was able to take that, like, angle of more coaching and, like, telling them what to do. And then it's kind of them deciding how hard they want to push. But there was also those little things of just, like, they would still come up to me and be like, what do I do for this? And what do I do for that? And it's, like, telling them. But it's, like, it's so much more than just one answer. And I'm, like, I can't. It was too much. I don't know. I feel like it was too much that like I wanted to do and help, but like it's like it could be any, I don't know, I rather just it's kind of hard to explain.
Well, yeah, no, for sure it is definitely hard to explain because you're like at a standstill where it's like you know what you want, but at the same time you don't know how you're gonna provide that to people. So it's so you're just figuring things out. And I think, honestly, that's something that a lot of people don't do. They come to that realization, and instead of trying different things and figuring out, they just try to push through in what they think they know, even though they know they want to do. They're like, but that's all I know. So I guess I'm just gonna have to do this for the rest of my life. Instead of trying to open new doors to new opportunities, to meeting new people that will then potentially open more doors for you. So because over the years, that's what I found is like making contacts and creating relationships with people is what allows you to try different things. Because if you build that confidence, they like most of the time it doesn't matter if you're like a pro in that, but they know your work ethic, they trust you, they'll give you the opportunity to learn on the go. And I think that's what's happening to you. Because
like making this change to that group fitness place kind of that led me to be able to do marketing for my boss that over there. But then I did decide to step down from group fitness, and then I had to find like another job, and then anyways a lot that happened. But now I'm able to do marketing for also come January for also like the company right beside it. So now I'm going to be doing marketing for 2 companies, just due to like, I don't know, sharing what I really want to do with somebody and trying something new and just like taking that step of like, I knew that marketing was something I wanted because at the old job I had to like step away from it because I was in school and doing management, and I'm like, and that was it really, that's what bummed me out the most. I was like, no, like that's the one thing I want to do and I can't do it. So I knew that that's what I wanted to do. So I had to find like another opportunity for it. So, and now it's just like, it's definitely now there's like little things happening again. It's like trickling down. And I think I'll be able to by next year do a lot more and hopefully be able to just do marketing at one point if everything goes to plan. But
Yeah.
that's my story lately.
Yeah, that's your story. Yeah, so exciting things to come. There's also something else that you're gonna start doing, maybe.
Yeah, like the photography
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Yes. Well, I'm kind of mixing that into the marketing aspect because like the whole goal is to be able to use that as to be also be able to do marketing. But yeah, we're trying something new, photography and videography for trainers. Personally, I'm really excited for that. I'm very nervous because. Yeah, but it's just funny how photography was something that I was into when I was younger, like 9th grade, 10th grade. And then I kind of just stopped doing it. And now it's just like, I'm just like, no, I think I want to do that more of that. I like photography and videography, but like, it's very specific. So that's a story for another time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but yeah, I think when you start something, sometimes you do need to be a little bit more specific on the reasons why you do it. It just helps you focus your efforts and your attention a little bit more.
Yeah.
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 That's awesome.
What about you? What's been happening with your life? Your life is pretty, you still have big changes. Because you've been on a PT for 8 years.
Yeah. Yeah, like I've been in personal training for almost 10 years. And that's where we kind of like paused with the podcast stuff because it was originally like, it was like we're 2 trainers trying to guide you to live a healthier and better life.
Yeah.
And now we're no longer trainers.
Well, like
Technically,
jobs
yeah, our jobs is no longer training people. So it's like, this is like, can we actually keep doing this? Like, so yeah. So essentially, long story short, I kind of quit. I guess not quit.
Well, kind of. Like, you quit the job that you were doing PT, but you're still like, I would still consider us personal trainers, but we're just not working at a gym as personal trainers. We're just taking like a step back.
Yeah. Yeah. So essentially, yeah, I took another job. In total honesty, the grind of personal training is tough. It's a tough thing. And especially the situation I was in is I had to rebuild my clientele for the 4th time. And I don't think I was at a point where I had the energy to go through that again.
Yeah.
And I think that's what made me decide to just leave personal training. But now I'm still in the fitness industry. I'm working at another fitness studio as the manager over there. So there's no training at all for me, which is very different. But it's a new challenge. So it's very interesting. I'm learning a different side of things. But after like 2-3 months, I guess of that, I realized like, okay, yeah, I need like I miss training. I miss helping people directly with fitness, because I'm a big advocate of, like, there's not one way to help somebody.
Yeah.
There's not one way to do things. Like, I understand a lot of different variables when it comes to training and understanding your body and working with pain, and it's like, I just hear trainers and coaches say things sometimes, and I'm just like, ugh, like, this goes against everything that I'm trying to do, which is to not, like, instill fear into people and, like, behind movements. It's like you hear that a lot. It's like, oh, I can't do this, and you hear trainers be like, oh yeah, well, this is tight, and da 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 da, and it's just like, I'm just like, oh man, like, I just want to show them that they can do things, and show them how, and show them how much they can improve while doing certain things. So it's just, that's just where I'm at, and I just kept hearing those messages, and I'm just like, okay, I need to get back to this. I need to help people, to push people in the right direction, and have them realize their full potential with their bodies. Like, it's because living in fear of hurting yourself is not a way to live.
No.
So
definitely not.
So that's what's happening with me. So essentially, I reached out to a couple gyms. One has reached back to me, and I'm going to start training clients from that gym as a part-time thing.
Yeah, so hopefully that's kind of like the step one of our business that we're going to create.
Yeah, because I'm not going to be working for anybody.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be working for Trust Fitness, which is our brand.
Yeah.
As a personal trainer, as my own company, kind of.
Yeah.
But I'm renting the gym that I'll be with.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm doing this for me. I'm not working for anybody. So it's going to be very different.
Yeah.
So
I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think I'll enjoy it. I hope everything will work out, honestly. The gym, very nice. It was a very nice gym. The guy, I met him, is very, very cool, very down to earth. Like, he and I just, like, I think, at least according to me, got on the same level right away. We understood each other, and it was a good conversation, and I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because you were supposed to come back at a certain time, and then like 2 hours after you're back. Yeah. And I was like, what the hell? He's like, well, we started talking. I'm like, well, that's good. Yeah. That's a good thing.
Like, I'm meeting him at 3, and then it's like 5:30, and Lily's like, where are you? I'm like, oh, I'm just leaving now. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's good. It's fun. But I think, like, he was also like, it's good to talk to somebody that knows about training and knows the grind of training and has been doing it for a while. Like, because he's pretty much running the place on his own right now. So he has nobody to vent to. That's about fair, nobody that actually understands this, what it takes, you know. So no, it's fun, and I'm very excited. I do have very limited spots open, and like already 2 of the 5 spots are filled, so it's like, and I haven't even told anybody yet. It's just basically like like, I knew 2 people were kind of waiting on me somewhat. And then I reached out to them, and they were immediately like, yep, let's go. I'm in. And I was like, okay. So
that's pretty fun, because now I'll be able to do more like marketing for you specifically also, hopefully. Just to like practice and all that too. So that will be nice. But
I think it revived my want to kind of build what we need to build, because I think at this point it's no longer we want this. It's especially after stepping back, and the reason I'm back into it, I think now it's more like we need to do this.
Yeah. Well, I like feel it too at the gym I'm at. I'm also at a different gym doing just like front desk stuff, and I like work and talk to a lot of the trainers, and like they're all great trainers, but I'm like there's certain things like of course like I would do differently. And it's more stuff that I value maybe that they don't, which is fine again, but then it's making me be like, hey, well, I want to help our own trainers. Like I want to be able to like put them like make them the best that they can be, and like give them the information that will make them succeed and all that. So that's it's kind of like, yeah, I'm like, hey, we need to start this thing because
yeah, and like, yeah, don't get me wrong, like all the coaches out there have good intentions.
Yes.
Even when they say things that I'm like, ugh, like their intentions behind it is very good. They're actually trying to help the client, but it's like it's most of the time it creates more issues because then the client feels like they're fragile and they can't do certain things, and then it creates this like this continual like oh, I'm fragile, I won't do anything, oh, I get hurt doing something, I got to do even less, and it just creates this cycle of like not negativity, but like just fear. Yeah. And I've been working hard on teaching with and coaching with positive language and empowering language, not like you're a messed up human, we need to fix you. It's more like you move like this for a reason. Let's get you strong.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, it's just different to me.
Yeah.
Now, do injuries happen either way? Like, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's like, how do you deal with them? Yeah.
And then some people it does work, like the ones that are very like, they'll say like, okay, well, like this is what's happening. This is probably why you're hurting. And like we gotta be careful with that. It might also help them like feel safer, which is still a good thing. But yeah, it's definitely like after a while,
that's a thing.
You want them to not be scared. Like my dad's like perfect example. Like he used to not like be scared of hurting his shoulder, hurting his back, and now it's like now he was frustrated that he lost his trainer because he's just like, no, like what am I gonna do? Like I gotta keep doing this. Like this is what's like, and he's not scared of hurting himself. He's just like he knows that this is what's gonna make him feel better. Like
for him it's the opposite now.
Yeah.
He's like he's scared that if he stops for too long he's gonna hurt himself.
Yeah. Versus train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a very big switch in mindset.
It's huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny to see him. So, just like how dedicated he is to it. So it's gonna be fun that he can restart training. With you.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much my story. The goal is to be like, because we're building that now, the goal is going to be more active on socials for Trust and Uncomplicated Podcast and all of that stuff. Because we're going to try to be growing our brand. Yeah. And like, I'm saying I'm doing this part-time and I'm okay with it, but like at the end of the day, if the demand is there,
you're gonna take it.
Like, I'm not gonna say no.
No, because that's what you want to do.
Like, I'm not gonna be like, sorry, I don't want to build my brand and build my business. No, so I can't take you on as a client. Like, I
No, I get it. No, we'll be good, but we'll explain then like where we're gonna go. Where I'm thinking of going with the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know if we really explained it. But yeah, so because like we're still personal trainers, like I'm still certified. So I still have that like passion for helping people. So I still want to do fitness podcasts like a lot, like talk about what's happening and like different aspects of the fitness world and health world. but there's also I want to use this as like almost a way, like people are coming along with us with like building our brand, building our business, building like growing, like us as a couple growing and future things and all that, and just like bringing you along and like showing you what we're learning and what we're doing. And it's, again, it's that same aspect of bringing like what I care about fitness, what I care about like coaching is more the aspect of like being somebody's friend. And like, if you want to listen, you want to listen to our advice. If you don't, you don't. But like if you do, like we're gonna grow together. Like I'm there to help in a way. We're there to help. So I want to do that. The same thing with the podcast. And it's like, it'd be cool to like share like what we're doing with business and branding and stuff like that. And then like just in the future, just look back and it's like kind of learning, and we'll be able to like share our lessons and all that. So kind of what I want to do. And then it gives us an excuse to chat like an hour.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because I was thinking about that the other day where we could have like check-ins. Like, how was your week? How do you want your next week to look like? And like just...
With the podcast?
Just in general.
In general, yeah.
But we can make it as
a podcast.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, and I want to add that one thing that I've noticed since starting to work where I work now is I truly care about people just exercising. I don't care how they get it done. I just want people to exercise, be healthy, and just like become their best selves. Like, I don't know, like if you want to play hockey twice a week and swim 2 times a week and that's your exercise, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Like, obviously I promote strength training.
Yeah.
I think it's one that you absolutely need, but like I'm all for anything.
Yeah.
So that's what I've noticed about, because people are coming into the studio for like workouts and stuff like that, and I'm all pumped to help them. And it's just like, I don't care what you do, just do something.
Just move,
so like, if this is the way you're gonna do it, great, I'll help you do it.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's funny, because now we both work at group fitness places, and we were very strongly like one-on-one PT people before, like how like important it was and how good it was versus group fitness. But now, definitely I find that the group fitness, like people are coming in and they're consistent with their stuff. Like they're coming in like 3 times a week, all the time at the same time. And if they don't make it at that time, they come in at different, like they're so dedicated to their training, which is, it's so different. And you hear them be like, are you open this weekend? What are your holidays hours? Like, I need to come in. Versus PT, I had like maybe 2-3 out of 15 people that asked that. Usually it'd be like, you know, like if you have a time off, it's like, I'll take that time off. And then it's like, these people are like, nah, like, which is funny. It's different. And again, like, I still think that there's a lot of benefits to one-on-one PT, like
100%.
But if you're just wanting to get some exercise in and good vibe, like group fitness places, I'm not gonna lie, like are very good for building that community.
100%.
Like you feel part of something.
They're very good at that. The 2 places we work at are very good at that. It's honestly, like if you're a healthy individual and you're looking to just be fit, like group training might be your thing.
If you like, you want to, especially if you're fine. Like people, like they meet each other the first time and they like, and you're always, I don't know, it's fun to see. It's fun in the community aspect. Like it's very, they all know each other in a way of like, cause they come at the same time. So they have to start learn, like they learn each other's name. And No, it's fun.
So, and that's a big shift in our mindset.
Yeah.
Like, we used to be like, group fitness. Like,
what is that?
Like,
And so
everybody gets hurt there.
Yeah,
Like,
and of course it depends where and
Yeah.
what group. But like, I think that
they don't really work hard.
No, yeah, they're all sweating, but we're also like just because you sweat doesn't mean you had like an amazing workout, which is true, but.
Yeah, no, it just means that you sweat.
Yeah.
But let's not get into this.
No.
But yeah, so like it's very interesting how opening up new doors and new avenues allowed us to open our eyes to fitness as a whole. Mm-hmm. And we're no longer just like one-on-one PT is the best thing ever. Like, why would you go to when you can do one-on-one?
Yeah.
Now we're like, just do something.
Yeah.
Whatever you're gonna stick with, do it.
That's the thing. It's the consistency.
Yeah, it's a new direction. Mm-hmm. But I think this is an exciting new direction.
I think so too.
I think so.
I think things are being placed in the puzzle.
Yeah, and one you say that, and then one other thing that Lily has told me lately. She's saying that she's becoming a little bit more spiritual.
Yes. 100%.
We can unpack that in another episode. But yeah, it's just interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's fun. Well, there's so much to it.
Yes.
But it's just because of, like the things that I value right now are like, I don't know how to explain it without sounding, but yeah, just the way I think of life and and then how I relate to the people I listen to. And I'm like, yes, I agree with those. And then who they are and what they believe in, I'm just like, and then they make it like correlate, and I'm like, oh my god, this is. But yeah, so very big on the like the universe and stuff like that.
Yeah, we can leave it at that.
Yeah. Let's leave it at that.
But yeah, so that's why I think it's an exciting thing. And when you said all the pieces are, because I think the universe shook things up in our lives for us to find those missing pieces and to put them in the right place. So it's a very fun time. It was very nerve-wracking. It was very stressful.
Well, you also you were in the same job for like 8 to 10 years, and it's like, and then I'm like, no, you gotta quit. No.
Yeah.
But
you know, like, again, it's an opportunity showed up, and I had to make a decision.
Yeah, well, and it was just, and it's an opportunity that like is teaching you sales and all that.
It is teaching me quite a bit. I am learning a lot. I'm learning a side of management that I've never used before.
Yeah, because it's a whole other.
Let's just say, like, my previous management experience was more like around certain specific like tasks and things like that. Yeah. This one is more like, okay, how do we grow? How do we get more sales? How do we bring more people in? How do we add, like, get our name out there? So it's like,
there's less like to do more thinking and figuring out.
Which is, I love it. It's very interesting, and I think it's going to be very useful. So,
100%.
So like you said, everything kind of happens for a reason. All the pieces are putting
something together.
And it's allowing me to pursue personal training part-time. under my own brand,
exactly.
which is if I would have kept being a personal trainer, I don't think.
It's hard to do that. It's not really. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like. I don't want to say not ethical, but it can be.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you can't be like, I'm training people for this company, but like also on the side at a gym that's 10 minutes farther. It's
you
just
don't want
like,
to do that. Like, because a lot of people are just like, well, is that cheaper? And it's just like, potentially, but that doesn't mean I want to take you away.
No, exactly.
Like, it's not fair.
So,
like,
no, and it's not fair because, like, they bring in, that company brings in all the leads for their company.
Exactly.
So it's like, absolutely. You want your trainers to train those clients that you bring to them because they work for you. You want them to train them at your facility. Like, absolutely. I totally understand that. And I think that's why I had such a hard time.
Yeah. Like, don't get us wrong. It's great to hear that in a way of like, they want to stay with us. Like, they value us. But at the same time, it's like, but we, I guess, could say value the fact that this place let us train you. Yeah. Like, brought you to us.
Exactly. Like, so if it wasn't for if it wasn't for this place and their advertisement, we wouldn't have met. Yeah. Yeah. So, lots of respect to business owners. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think that's our life recap. We have 2 podcast mics now.
Got 2.
We got headphones.
I think our sound is going to be much better.
I hope so. I'm a little nervous because, like, yours can hear mine.
It's okay. It's going to sound great.
Hopefully.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're listening to this and you have more questions about Lily's spirituality, comment down below. No, but in all seriousness, we're working on how to be more consistent, how to bring you guys more value. That's our biggest thing. So it's like, what can we do to help you? That's where we're going to try to, and at the same time, just share. We're going to share.
I'm all for the sharing.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Cool. Well, talk to you in the next one. Yeah. It was nice to talk to you guys again. Yeah. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.